So what makes like Faker an absolute great in esports and in League of Legends? I think in esports he's also like insane. Um, for one, he was definitely the best player in around 2015, 2016 when they made that back-to-back world championships. I think that's definitely a point to be made. 2013, he won another one. I mean, he's the only one to win three. But I think the thing that like makes him the best is he's at the top for so long. Like you rarely see someone like that. And put it in minds of other sports, it's like Tom Brady esque, it's Tim Duncan esque, it's Kobe esque. Like you see someone who's been at the top for many, many years and they haven't faltered their play until maybe the last few seasons. But the thing about Faker, he's back on top. He just went 18-0 with his new team, swept all of the playoff series. Well, not 3-0, but he just won all the playoff series. And I mean, they're on the top of the world. Can you imagine? Like we have a resurgence again, like another era of Faker. I mean, we know Faker as being super influential, especially in Korea. He's so influential in the fact that I mean he already has a pass from the Korean military, and they don't give that out very easily. So that's insane. So yeah, I'd like to accredit Faker for also making esports viable. He's such a great image. What an amazing dude. We see him and we see his tameness. He's not in any mental outbursts. There's been no scandal with Faker. He just exists as the best player. Like everyone refers to Faker, right? But you don't see him like raging. As far as I know, he doesn't even curse in Korean, which is wonderful. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cursing. There's nothing wrong with not cursing. But when you don't curse, you definitely make esports more accessible to a younger audience, right? I think that Faker is also incredibly good at doing things outside the game. I think the biggest thing that he did recently was make others like in the LCK get more money because he bargained for more. Like, of course, like you might think that Faker would want more money, but Faker doesn't spend money. Faker just like wants to play League and like support his family. And I know that he's getting his brother through college, right? But I heard that he pushed for more money so that other people could demand more. You could compare yourself to Faker and be like, oh, if he's making X amount of money, then why can't I make more? I mean, make more, make like, I don't know, half of that. Like, I think I'm worth half of Faker. I'm a pro player. Maybe I'm worth half of it. And that's amazing. The fact that he's pushing League of Legends to a point where we're starting to actually compete with competitive sports is very, very cool. And I think that has to do a lot with the amount of influence he's shown in China and Korea and America. Like the day that Faker retires is the day that we might become in a League of Legends like wasteland. We might be able to like find ourselves like in a desert because he's given us so much hope over the years. Every time that T1, every time that SKT back in the day would like take on stage, people loved or hate Faker. Like you rooted for him or you wanted him to lose because he's that guy. And I think we have to thank Faker for what we are today. The fact that we can do these things and people make a living. And people make a decent living. So I think a lot of it has to do with Faker and how much he's affected the game. So for that, I want to thank him. Thank you for our unkillable Demon King.